Too early for Steve. Too early. He could have had his pants off. He could have been standing up, flapping a ding-a-ling. We don't know. Hey, everybody. Welcome to Blathering Live. It's episode 192 in an ongoing series of me and you together. Jared the Tie Pilot's here. Kingsport Cal is lurking. James Holmes checking in for the UK before he goes to bed. Bye. Over there, they call it sleepy time, eh? Again, 898-4M is here. Michael McCarcel. Brennan from Page Turner's Never Not. Hey, Mr. Moore, glad you're here. Calls will be open. Crafted Jedi, Christopher Watts. Let's do some blathering. Tully Pickle Taco Supremacy. I want to give Tully all the credit in the world. All the credit in the world for driving me to those pickles. And it was good. Yes, everybody. I'm really happy to be here. It's been a busy day. I don't even know what's going on in the world. One of those days where I haven't even had a chance to look at the news. So I don't know if we'll talk about any news tonight. I'm sure there's something that would piss me off. I'm sure there's something that old Tiny Fingers Trump has done. The false prophet has led us astray again. I'm sure there's a ton of things. If you got anything that we should talk about, do it. This might just be a silly Monday. One of our main topics is bad car food. And I'll be honest, producer Steve suggested this last week. I forgot it. I missed it. And I just wanted to talk about it. Because I eat most of my meals in the car. We're going to share stories of bad car food. Food that maybe you shouldn't have in a car. Like Chris Kiefer's already suggested spaghetti. I think you can pull it off. It just might be about skills. I thank all of you who listen to the audio version of Monday Morning Show, or those who are channel member supporters here or Patreon supporters and get the video version. Really love doing that show. We did it actually this morning. I'm trying to have a good week because I had a great week. What was that? I had a great week last week. Sound like a dying chicken. We had a great week last week, but it ended sad for me. I just wave of depression. I go into a little more detail on the show. But we're looking to have a good week, and I'm starting this week with all of you. So James Holmes says, indeed, just checking in before sleepy time. Good night, all. See? Confirmed right there. Over there in the UK, they call it sleepy time. Let's bring in producer Steve properly here today. Sorry, buddy, for catching you with your pants down.
No, luckily the pants were up, but I was just practicing my Collinsworth slide, Ken. That's all.
Your Collinsworth slide. What is that? Is this a hip
the
thing?
Collinsworth slide? No,
what
this
is
this? The Sunday Night Football. When Chris Collinsworth gets introduced, he's not like on the screen as soon as the show starts. It's usually Tirico, whoever the hell else is calling the game with him,
okay.
And then he just kind of does one of these, Ken. Hey everybody, and then like that's how that he's like welcome with Chris Collinsworth, and here he is, and blah blah blah. He starts talking, he slides in. Brady knows what I'm talking about. Laserbolt knows what I'm talking about. The football people know.
I believe you. I like Chris Collinsworth. I'm a Collinsworth fan. I liked his face mask back in the 80s. He had like a little tiny bar one, and I liked it. Not the one bar, the two bar, but he had like a weird. I'll stop.
It's okay. No, it's okay. The face masks weren't cool as cool back then.
Yeah.
We did.
I think they're pretty cool.
Now
I love tracking the face masks though in the NFL helmets.
I love that stuff. Yeah. Oh yeah. Huge nerd. Oh man, that's like one of my favorite parts of Madden. You can get so sweaty with like the face mask and the helmet combos and all the stuff you can do and everything.
Yeah.
But yeah, no, that's one of the things that we've definitely gotten better is football players look way cooler than they did back in yonder years, Ken. Like the round helmets with the one bar was just not a good look.
With everyone's face like this.
Right.
Behind the bar, just squeezed in.
Was not a good look. And the giant pads.
Yeah, Jim Plunkett for the Rams. Hut. This bar here. Serenity Jane is here as well. So let's just get right into it here. We got some calls. We got Evan, a.k.a. Major Problems. We got Jared the Time Pilot. The phone lines are open. How do you become a caller? I think by now most of you listening know, but I'm excited to have new people come on in here. You can become a YouTube channel member or a Patreon supporter at patreon.com/KenApsock. On Patreon, I do want to highlight you still get Pop Rocket Radio, which I still do. If you're a music fan, I like my playlist this week. I like all the playlists, but I had a lot of fun putting together this one there. So, Steve, what do we want to do here? It's not a good bad food, which we need volunteers for good bad food. But bad car food. You proposed this. Where does your mind go? What do you mean by this?
Okay, so the idea for bad car food is something that is like you like it. It's good food, but it would be horrible to eat in a car for both safety and practical reasons. But like maybe Maybe it doesn't sit well in your tummy after a car trip. Like the scenario, the picture I want to paint for you, Ken, is you have a 6-hour car trip, no stops. Okay,
no stops,
0 stops, 6 hours. You can have basically any meal of your choice, but you can't do, like the easy fast food fare or something like that. Like something that you would love to eat, but just would not be viable in a car. Laserbolt already goes soup of any kind. I got you beat with a thermos. Put it in a thermos, take it, just drink it like that. Boom. Your soup has now been drunk. So my first thought on this, Ken, that I said, and you're gonna have to help me on this because I'm not oysters Rockefeller, and I just wanted to say that because it sounds really cool. I can't actually have oysters, Ken, but I imagine that wouldn't be a good car food.
No, that's not a good meal at a table. This is, the number one reason. If I get a chance to be super rich, I might pull up at the 1 yard line and go out of bounds for oyster Rockefeller. Like that, I ain't touching that stuff. It's fancy. That works. Yeah. See, I got to start. I don't want to take it to an area you're uncomfortable with, Steve. We just established this last time, so I'm just going to say, if I'm on your scenario, 6-hour road trip and we can't stop, the thing I avoid first, no coffee. I'm a coffee drinker every morning. Coffee's not a road food for me. I don't know. I don't know where I can land the car. I don't trust truck stops and rest stops. Pilots loves any blimpies.
Yeah, you're a home. You only play at home.
I only play at home.
Oh,
and can't do the coffee.
Damn. 49 and you still can't play road games, huh?
I have the ability to. Like I can. All right. I
played a hotel's fine. I'm sure. I imagine. Right? Like you're staying in a hotel, that's totally fine. Yeah.
I move into the hotels mentally. I get in there. In fact, I'll be honest with you. One of the first things I do, I establish home game rules. Like I absolutely. Okay. I'm a lot better. Like this is a wonderfully weird, disgusting conversation that we're not having in a disgusting manner. When I worked at Fandom last week, I had a home game. I had to. Or had an away game, I should say.
Yeah, that was definitely an away. That's definitely an away game.
That's definitely an away game. And I didn't plan on it, but I got there and they had breakfast sandwiches and coffee. And I was like, yay! Crap, literally. So, but I start there. I don't want to stay there. I don't want to stay there too long for you, Steve.
So, okay, I will close the loop quickly. Okay. So, not a zero tolerance policy. You're not a road warrior.
I'm not a road warrior.
Okay.
But I used to be no road games at all. And it was known around my security office because we had our own restroom, and they knew that Sergeant Knapsack, soon Assistant Director Knapsack, needed to get home.
Okay. All right.
But that changed eventually. But I start there. But I failed one time on a road trip into Tennessee. Shout out to Kingsport Cal. But it was kind of around Arkansas. Had a Subway sandwich, and I was doing the driving, and that was a bad idea. Everyone's safe, but that was a bad idea right from the start.
That's definitely in my top 5 that I don't actually have 5 of, that I would probably rattle off like 8 or 9 if I just told you. Subway, a taco from Taco Bell, like just the easy stuff. But yeah, Subway would be tough. Are we talking a foot long? Well, I guess it would be cut in half anyways. But can you imagine trying to go, like, if they didn't cut the foot long, then you're trying to eat that thing while you're driving?
I did have a 12-inch though. That might have been the problem. Might have been because it's impossible. You're talking
so much.
You introduced an angle to I wasn't thinking of off air of like food that I love it. You get lasagna, but you're not gonna do it. Spaghetti with Chris. I was thinking about the inconvenience, which is why I said earlier it might just be about skill. I thought I had the skill, and once you get in that sandwich, or once you get in that car with that sandwich, and it was all over the shirt.
Right.
It was a mess. My former girlfriend had to like reach over and like grab the steering wheel, like because I was like I need a bite. Yeah, it was a mess.
Yeah, no, I'm with you on that. I wanted to make sure that I gave you the idea, but I didn't want to reveal too much because if I plant too many seeds, it's the reaction isn't as genuine.
Yeah.
Jared says, did you call 12-inch too much? For me, kind of 12 inch is way too much. I have to go 6. I used to be able to eat a 12-inch when I was a wee young lad. Much like I have had to move down to the medium fry when I go to McDonald's, I have to get a 6-inch when I go to Subway.
It's just smart for your body at your advancing years. Yeah, absolutely. Get used to. I used to do 12-inch without a hesitation, but now I'll split it up maybe. But last night I had that Jersey Mike's giant sized and ate all of that.
Oh yeah,
almost.
Oh no, I went golfing this weekend. Was home So I went to there's a Mexican place at home that we have nothing like where I live here, Ken. So every time I am home, I find a way to go to this place, and if I can't find a way to do it socially with the people who I'm home with, I will eat it in my car on my way home to like the drive home. But I can't eat it driving. I just park and eat it in the parking lot by myself, alone and sad, and then drive home. 5 tacos, Ken. I put down five tacos before I drove home the other day after golf.
That's some solid car eating. That's what that is right there.
That was a lot.
Anyone out there in chat? Even Kingsport Cal, he's reached the point where he splits a 12-inch. Anyone else in chat, or you want to call in, let us know. Even if you call in, I'm going to get your answer of either a food you know you won't eat in a car or the worst experience. Ice cream, I think I've done that as well. Frozen yogurt, different. Anything in a cup. I do recall one time having a cone. Idiot. I was an idiot. I can't eat a cone sitting without being toddler messy. How am I going to drive in that?
My wife gets the cone on the drive home all the time from like if we go out to to eat or something, and even when she's driving, she still insists on getting the cone. And there's nothing funnier than watching like your 7-month pregnant wife like trying to like balance a cone or something like with her belly while with one hand on the wheel. It's a whole experience. I'm like, are you sure you don't want me to drive? She's like, no, I got it. Oh,
I got it.
All right.
I got it. Side quest question.
Yeah.
Ice cream cone. On the off chance you get one, what do you do? Do you lick the bottom or chomp the tip? Where do you go, Steve?
Lick the bottom or chomp the tip. I don't know exactly what that means as far as chomping the tip. I mean, because we're both talking about the bottom, right? The tip. Are you just if you got like the top? Break this down for me.
You got an ice cream cone. You're at Disneyland California Adventure. This is what happened to me one time. Okay. Get an ice cream cone. You walk around with your friend, and then it starts to maybe slowly melt. You got to get at it fast. So do you do the do that thing where you're turning? Yeah, that's right.
Yeah, okay.
Kingsport Cal. You make fun of this, or what I sometimes do, I abandon ship and I just start from the top.
Yes. Yep.
And getting it down.
Yeah, no, I don't do the valve turn. Yeah, for the folks just listening at home, Ken was doing the whole like head tilt, like a confused Labrador retriever, and then you kind of do the thing where you don't want the ice cream to dribble too much down. No, I go with option B. I just go abort mission, DEFCON 5, but I'll go from the bottom up sometimes because I'll get that crunchy base. Because if you go from the top and there's too much ice cream, that's just asking for like the worst brain freeze ever. So if that's the case, I will just go bottom up like a pelican and just like approach it. So you get all that cone base. The cone base kind of takes the edge off of the ice cream, and now I'm just full of ice cream.
Yeah, and look, because I have a certain set of skills with my tongue. I said that. I'm usually base to the top, and it's like a dog drinking water. It's a big bunch of ice cream in my mouth, and I love it. But when the ice cream cone loses its integrity, that's the problem. Vermont Mike says there's a strategy to eating cone. Walk around the outside, starting at the bottom. Work around the outside, start at the bottom. Yeah. So Vermont Mike and I, we work the shaft well. All right. Any other responses out there? Dave McCuy says, we're doing innuendos again. Yeah, look, all right, I'll just go straight for it next time, David. I'll just go straight for it. I didn't make fun of myself, Cal. Any other responses that I missed there about bad food? Looking around here. Evan says, the missus just said chili cheese dog. Ooh. I think I could swing that. That's a good answer. Hell, let's... Evan had to drop out. Evan was right there. I was going to bring Evan in to talk about it. Evan, get back in here.
Chili cheese dog would be tough. That would not be fun. The messiness. I'm so weird, Ken, about like if I don't like touching my steering wheel if my hands are like icky or sticky. You know what I mean? Because then, oh man, now I got because then you get it on the steering wheel and you don't touch the same part of your steering wheel like exactly every single time. So now I'm like, damn it, where's the sticky part of the steering wheel now? Now I got to wipe the whole steering wheel down because one little piece of it got icky. It's a whole thing. So I do like the whole napkin. Like I hold on to a napkin while holding the steering wheel kind of thing.
That's fair.
But then you get like the little paper, especially like the McDonald's napkins. You get the little paper fibers everywhere, and it's like snowing in the car. Napkin stuff.
I'm glad you said it. Okay, a lot of important things going on in the world, but I do not like bullshit napkins. I do not like bullshit napkins.
Speaking of bullshit napkins, the Subway napkins. Ken, we're talking Subway.
Yeah.
Okay, or not even just Subway. What the fuck happened to my 4-ply napkin, Ken? Everything's a 2-ply napkin now.
It's cool.
Have you noticed this?
I have noticed it. Absolutely. And at this point, I'll blame Trump and Biden. All right.
Yeah.
I don't understand how this happened. How did the world fall this far?
Bezos is out here getting married in Vienna with 30 private jets going and everything, and we're doing all this kind of shit, and you guys are taking 2 plies away from my fast food napkin? Get the hell out of here.
Yeah, that's the problem is. It's David's right. Tariffs. That this. And I swung by a big box store tonight. I tried to avoid going there, but I had to swing by and get something specific. And they new G.I. Joe figures, retro G.I. Joe figures. I was like, woo, I just like a $21 for one action figure doll. I can't do that. Tariffs. That's what that is.
It's ridiculous.
Michael McCarsel's with us. The napkin degradation is unacceptable. It's absolutely unacceptable. Michael brings up a fair question, Steve. Am I the only one who keeps wet wipes in the center console? No. In my former domestic situation, we had a lot of those in the center console. They're gone now, and maybe I should bring them back.
I have a 2-year-old this week, Ken, and I have wet wipes within reaching distance of just about everywhere I go. So
that's smart. Chris brings up an absolute truth. They get cheap napkins to save money, but then you need 4 times as many. So there you go. Yep.
Or they just expect us to live with sticky steering wheels, Ken, and that's not an America I want to live in.
Sean had wet wipes and plastic friggin' straws. It's a good idea. Yeah. Look, they've improved the non-plastic straw technology. There's some out there that I like. But I do understand that when you're trying to get across the ideas of supporting climate change and the science, paper straws were the worst way to do it. It was the worst bottom of the barrel. People couldn't see past that. The world's burning now because they were the worst invention ever. I agree with that take. So they're getting better, but I like having some straws on hand too. Metal straws. I have a lot of metal straws.
Metal straws are good. Ken, honest to God, you're right. Paper straws might be one of the 5 worst things liberals have to deal with in the last 10 years. As far as just absolute ammo, liberals have to eat and own liberal straws, paper straws, metaphorically and kind of literally. It's a bad one. It's a tough pill to swallow.
It's like they throw there's a lot of things they throw that it's like, what about them paper straws? Yeah, I agree with you. And what about Clinton being on the list? You're right. So throw both in jail, okay?
Right.
Clinton and the straws.
Yes. I will give up paper. If we can actually get the Epstein stuff out, Ken, I will take the L on paper straws.
Yeah, absolutely. Laserbolt says this. This is the typical Laserbolt response. This is the man behind Forest Meats. He's not wrong, but easy, just pull over, eat at the table, wash your hands in the sink, drive on. Where are you finding tables?
Yeah, Laserbolt's having a 5-course meal at the rest stop on the side of the highway that's once every 50 miles that just has a urinal and a vending machine that hasn't been changed since. It probably still has the episode 1 Anakin pod racer on the front of it kind of a thing, those sad vending machines. That's how old it is, and the snacks are probably as old too. Yeah. But there's a picnic table out there.
There is. I go to the one in Griffith Park sometimes and just eat a nice McDonald's lunch out there. It's pretty sad. I know we talked about having the Blathering camping trip, following Laserbolt. I just want to go in Laserbolt's RV and observe him. I don't even want to be an active participant every night. We'll need to stop at a hotel, drop me off, pick me up in the morning. I just want to watch. I want to observe the Forest Meats life that he has.
You want to do the Bear Grylls version of the Laserbolt outdoors. So you do all the stuff during the day. We'll shoot all sorts of stuff of you out in the woods, but then at night you'll stay at the Holiday Inn Express.
Totally. Yeah, the actual real reality shows that go out there. Let's bring in Evan while he is here and why he can be here. Evan, major problems as we know you in chat. Talk about that chili cheese dog.
Well, hey Ken, hey Steve. So I was chiming in with my wife. I was asking her opinion, and she said chili cheese dog. I'm not afraid of a chili cheese dog in any circumstance. So I think I could one-hand that pretty easily.
Wow. Do you hear that confidence, Steve?
That's a one-handed chili cheese. While you're driving? Seems, not only does that seem irresponsible, I'm not your dad. But that that seems just something's going to get icky. Your lap, your face, the hands, the steering wheel, have some respect for your car.
Evan, how much collateral damage are you willing to take in this scenario?
Well, I don't think anyone that pays or sends me paychecks is listening to this. But I've never driven a fire truck with a chili cheese dog in my hand before. I've definitely never done that.
Definitely never done that. Never. 3-alarm chili cheese dog. That's all we know there. Well, that might provide. See,
That is a great name for a chili cheese dog stand, Ken. Three
What's
alarm
that?
chili, 3-alarm dogs.
3-alarm dogs.
That's a great. I'd get that. I'd get a hot dog from that place on the beach. 3-alarm chili cheese dogs. You got little fire engine branding and everything. There's something there.
You know what? Evan, when you retire, I want you to be one of those big red truckers that launches like some sort of big red truck themed restaurant, and this
Firehouse
is it.
subs.
Firehouse subs, great example. This is your thing. Steve just gave you the thing.
Yeah, I just remembered Firehouse Subs was a thing and kind of realized they kind of stole the thunder there. But yeah, no, we'll go hot dogs. It'll be its own thing. Yeah,
absolutely.
Just give me a cut. I don't want to do anything at work, Evan. Just give me like, 10-15%, and I'll go away. I'm good. You can have it.
Yeah.
Lifetime supply of chili. Take it or leave it.
Done.
Done. Yeah. Just chili on its own, not a great car food. Evan, I want to see what's actually on your mind tonight. Thank you for playing along with us. But I do want to bring up, if you're listening or have this on near your wife, does she at any point turn to you and go, "These are your friends? This is who you're hanging out with?" Or what's the opinion?
Not anymore, Ken. She knows you at this point. And if she ever did question it, and she'll say, "Listen, there was a sad 18-year-old boy one time who flipped on YouTube on his 18th birthday and watched Jedi Alliance episode 1 many moons ago," and
there you go.
That's all she needs to know.
See, you hear that, Steve? I walked slowly so Evan could have a better life.
That's it.
How many people's love lives do you think you've impacted like that, Ken? People who just listening and they've had that conversation and they realized that spark really was there, or they didn't and they had to run away quickly. But one or the other.
Please comment down below if you're watching later, if you're listening later. Find me on Blue Sky. Did I affect your love life? Please, I want to know. Do I have a legacy? This is the only legacy I might have.
Ken, I'll tell you, I wore my afternoons T-shirt under my graduation gown at college.
See, look at that, Steve. We're doing the Lord's work here. We're doing the Lord's work.
That's amazing.
That syncs up too. High school, senior, Jedi Alliance, 4 years later, afternoons. Oh my God, I'm old. All right, Evan, what is actually on your mind today? Thank you for letting me harass you.
I just wanted to chime in with my my bad car food.
Yeah.
And it's chicken wings, like buffalo wings.
Oh,
that's such a good pick.
Yeah, because like Sean said in chat, I saw Sean. He said, "My go to behind the wheel food are always McNuggets," which is great, right? Because it's one 3 fingers maybe at the most, 2 and a thumb, maybe 1 and a thumb, and you got that nugget in your mouth. But chicken wings, Evan, you might think you can conquer them, but I don't know. I don't know if you can.
They're always more saucy when you're taking them to go for whatever reason. They're just swimming in it. You're dipping in blue cheese if you're an adult. And it's a lot to handle.
Do you when you're getting in your car with your wings, do you get dipping sauce choices? Do you go that route?
I think like if you're someone who's not of age, you might go ranch with your buffalo wing.
Okay.
And obviously that's wrong. But different strokes, I suppose. But you got buffalo sauce running down your hands. There's no wet wipe in sight.
No.
You're just fighting for your life.
All down your beard. Yeah, no, absolutely. Steve, have you ever grabbed a chicken wing on the road?
Absolutely not, because I somewhat care about those around me, and if I was trying to eat chicken wings while driving a car, it would be a mass casualty event.
Evan, yep.
And then there's the safety thing about, obviously you never touch the T-zone around your eyes with buffalo sauce, and you're driving, forget about it.
This is true. Evan, on wings, are you a to the bone kind of guy? Do you finish it, or are you like me?
Ken, to completion.
Wow. I make people upset around me when it comes to chicken wings. The bone in, boneless, obviously different game. The bone in, I leave so much meat on the bone. It gets
Ugh.
disgusting after a while. I can't do it. And I'll be honest, similar with apple and peaches. If there's a core and I'm working towards it, I back off after a while. I leave a lot on the plate.
I get it. I mean, I don't understand. I accept it. I don't understand, but I get it. But no, I suck them clean.
Suck them clean. You hear that, Steve? Suck them clean.
I mean, you got to, you use all of the buffalo, Ken. You got to make sure you're not leaving anything to waste.
You got it on the bone for a reason.
Yep.
Own the bone. If we were making T-shirts, if this was a 1 million view show, that would be it. Tully says wings are too expensive to waste like that. You're not wrong. You're not wrong. I feel guilty when there's good meat left on the bone. Evan, thank you for calling in and sharing your wing stories.
You got it, Ken. I just want to chime in real quick about ice cream in the car too, and just in general.
Oh yeah.
Because I'm really sick, Ken. And I like to set a timer in my head. Once it starts, you've had it for a while, I'm gonna bite the bottom of the cone. I'm just going for it. I'm putting a timer on myself. If I don't finish this in the next 5 minutes, it's gonna be running down my lap.
I like this. Aggressive, go straight for the cone.
Yeah,
that's the way to do it.
The very bottom of the cone.
Evan, that's a win. That is an absolute win. That is you get the
peace and love. Peace and love.
I like to live dangerously, Ken.
You do live dangerously. Get it.
All right.
Get
thank you guys.
Awesome. And thank you for watching all these years, buddy. All right. There you go. Catching up here. 8984 eats apple cores. God, that's just gizzards and all. So, like my dad. It's just too much.
Well, Brady's end of that comment said, "Build up that cyanide resistance." Ken,
yeah,
Brady, why are you planning to be like in the CIA or something? Why do you need a cyanide resistance? That's concerning.
True. That's so true.
Because
Brady,
I don't.
What say you?
You need to explain that at some point, Brady.
Yeah.
Anyway, okay.
I agree. We're having fun with the food stuff tonight. Thanks for watching the Blathering and tuning in tonight. Mumbo Jimbo says hot take boneless over the wings over the bone in. I 100% agree with that. 100% agree with that. No, if I'm handed bone in wings, obviously that's what we got to go with. But as I just explained, too much meat left on the table. I don't care if it's a downgrade. I don't care if the chef looks at me weird. Going boneless.
Yeah, no, you guys are wrong. It's okay to be wrong. We're all like, I'm not right about everything, but this is one of those scenarios where you guys are both wrong about this.
Are you? What is this like? Those are nuggets, not wings?
Yes. No, don't get me wrong. I love boneless wings. I'm an equal opportunity buffalo wing enjoyer, Ken. I will have boneless. I will have bone in. I love wings, but the whole bone in, this whole argument of boneless is better than bone in. This is like the kids saying that like Fortnite is the greatest thing ever just because it's newer doesn't make it better than the OG or any of the actual classics that these new things are built upon. Your boneless chicken nuggets are exactly that, Ken. They are McNuggets with some boneless sauce turned in there so that they could sell more wings to kids. And then all us kids grew up and were like, hey, we want to keep eating our boneless chicken wings. Can we please have them, sir? Capitalism provided. And so that's fine. More bone-in wings for me.
So what you're saying, you're calling me emotionally immature. That's what I'm picking up from this.
You're a soy boy lib that loves boneless wings.
So
Ken.
when I get to the Buffalo Wild Wings, which by the way is definitely be aware of the road game that's about to happen. You get to Buffalo Wild Wings, I'm swinging my legs in the chair like a kid, like waiting for the kids menu.
Yep.
Like, okay.
Oh yeah, yep. And you're gonna get in like you can get your boneless wings in like 30. I'm also. Don't get me wrong, bone-in people also go way too far with their flavors. I'm not one of these people that wants I don't need 14 syllables to pronounce the flavor of my boneless wing. Put hot sauce and butter, put it in a bowl, mix it, and put it on my chicken wings. Ken, this is where I'm an old school Reagan conservative, okay? Don't fuck up my chicken wings, okay?
This is your America.
Yeah, right.
America.
Yes.
Wait a minute. Stop it. Stop it now. Hot sauce and butter? Hot sauce and butter.
Yeah, Frank's. This is how I make. This is the best buffalo sauce you'll ever have, Ken.
Okay, I'm listening.
Frank's hot sauce. Okay, Frank's hot sauce. A metric fuck ton of butter. That's the scientific measurement. Metric fuck ton of butter.
Yep.
And then some flour. Mix all that together, microwave the shit out of it, mix it again. Boom.
Okay. Man, I might have to try that at home.
Yep.
Going back to the apples, Vermont Mike says, I learned that apple seeds contain cyanide from G.I. Joe, and knowing is half the battle. Pork chop sandwiches. Love that. Tully says, real question, flats or drums? Is that like chicken breasts or drums? Breasts.
Yeah, so no, that's like okay, come on, Ken. No, like the bone-in wings. You know how the bone-ins, they have like there's either the 2 bones or the 1 bone. When you eat a chicken wing with a bone in it, you have no idea what I'm talking about.
I do.
Okay,
I don't like the 2.
Yeah. You don't like
so
really? Oh, that's rare. Most people are like, oh, I only want flats. You're the guy who's like, you want the drummy. That's rare. Most people go the other way.
Well, I don't like when you remove the meat and you're left with like this small crevice that you're now playing tongue games with.
You do that weird, yes,
to get the meat.
You do the weird thing with your tongue in between the bones. Oh, it's
which,
don't
doesn't
you don't
look
have
good.
To do, no, I didn't want it. No, that's in my brain. I didn't have to look at that.
Your drunk uncle's on it, Steve.
Drunk uncle
all right. Okay. Yeah. See, I'm with David though. David's like, what? You Americans. You Americans. You Americans. This is what I kind of needed. Yeah, no, okay, Michael. I got the tongue skills. I can push the meat out the bone. Okay. And that's how I met your mother. Says
Rip and tear.
You guys are funny today. I needed this show today. It's a busy, good day. Good Force Center day. A lot of good work. All right. Let's keep it going here with our buddy Jared, the TIE pilot, calling him. What's on your mind, buddy? A lot to. Sorry, LQ saying, you guys are so cute with the fussy eating. It's true. We're fussy. Imagine just all around. Imagine us at a bar, Steve, just going, are you getting flats or drums? Where's your tongue going? Saucy all over my face.
Oh, you think she thinks you guys are fussy? You know how I take my wings?
Yeah.
Plain. And give me ranch and or blue cheese for dipping. That's it.
Monster.
I mean, I don't mind that. I mean, I don't mind that because that to me is not plain, but you just like a base that's just chicken.
Yeah.
Jared, did you hurt ants with a magnifying glass as a child, or torture small animals, anything like that? Did you do that too?
No, but I do have, as you said, a metric fuck ton of horror movies behind me. So
yeah, no. Sometimes like I don't mind plain fooded people. Like I there's some things that like I've talked before. I don't mind a hot dog just plain in the bun. I don't mind that. There's a guy I used to work with. Some of you might know him. He was a big he was a big guy back in the movie trivia days. And every time he and I would walk down from Screen Junkies to a deli down the street, he would have a plain sandwich. It was ham and cheese and nothing on it. And it got to the point that like the people in the deli would see him. They'd have it ready for him every day because he was the only person who ordered. And loved him. Good friend. Borderline sociopathic to me. I don't know why.
at least I would probably do the same thing, but at least mine would have mayonnaise on it.
Okay. I'm good. Okay, you at least got something. Jared, bad food for the car. What do you got? Where are you going with us today?
So when I first was waiting for the show to start and just questioned without Steve's explanation, I was just like, thinking just like a standard thing that I get. And I was like, you know what? Wendy's cheeseburgers, they're delicious, but goddamn, they fall apart quick. They are a mess of a burger.
I like that what you said here. You said Wendy's or just any? Wendy's.
No, Wendy's. Wendy's specifically.
Yeah. I think the only, and I'm not making this as a tremendously declarative statement here, like Steve and his wings, but I'm saying the only burgers fit for a car ride are probably like McDonald's cheeseburgers. Like that you can just put in one hand, squish down, and pop them in your mouth. Like other than that, like Burger King, Whopper, you're out. It's might as well get a Subway sandwich. The Del Taco double Del cheeseburger that I love so much, you can't eat that in a car. It's too much. It's too much burger. It's too messy. It's dangerous.
But after Steve's explanation, though, a big old Belgian waffle with syrup and a scoop of ice cream on top.
Okay. Yeah.
Go ahead, Steve. Figure that one out.
Yeah, no, that's bad. That's a safety hazard. Don't do that.
Don't do it.
That would be my,
pancakes, waffles.
Just don't do that.
Yeah, I agree with that. Yeah, a McMuffin, a breakfast sandwich, you can control that.
Hold on.
Mm-hmm.
Hold on.
Okay.
How big is this waffle? Because we could We could
Oh,
we could kind of pizza fold the waffle.
no, I'm
If we
talking
need
like
to.
old school diner big. You know
Big.
that.
You're not talking about Lego Mayego. You're talking
Right,
about big.
okay.
No, no,
I
I'm not talking. No, not the continental breakfast. The one made by grandma on the back.
Yeah. Steve, you actually brought in a great wrinkle. I think secretly one of the best foods might be a folded up waffle with syrup, butter, maybe even a sausage inside. It kind of turns it into a breakfast sandwich, but it's like folding up a pizza. I think you could get away with that.
Okay, so we fold up a big Belgian waffle. We put some eggs, a sausage, some syrup, some salt and pepper, a little Tabasco. I think we just created something that definitely
You
already
fucking
exists
animal
at
with
Taco
your
Bell.
hot sauce.
What do you mean hot sauce?
I know it already
Tabasco on
exists.
eggs. Those go together. Like it's. I don't know what came first, the Tabasco or the egg. It's like fuck the chicken. The Tabasco is the real thing.
Yeah, I have the Tabasco with it. I put it on omelets. Yeah, I know it already exists. It's a breakfast sandwich, basically. But I'm just saying you could turn your waffle into one and then get away with eating waffles on the road.
Right. Yeah. This is a brilliant. Someone should be writing this down.
Yeah, the show it deletes right away.
No, don't.
You don't. Okay, so Jared, do you have a problem with sauces, hot sauces? I'm picking up some.
I don't like hot
resentment.
food. Yeah, I don't like hot food. Why does food need to hurt?
It doesn't hurt. It's delicious.
Yeah, it's not so much a hurt. It's a zest for life.
It's a good pain. You ever feel good after you work out, Jared? You ever feel good after you know? I don't know.
I don't publicly talk about the pain I like.
Okay, well, I'm not going to kink shame, but so don't down our Tabasco. Then
I don't care Jared, where the heels step. I really don't. But I'm worried about the hot sauce. Okay. Look, if you don't like hot things, it's fine. It's fine. I like the kick. Yeah. I didn't always. Scrambled eggs, scrambled eggs and ketchup, not my thing, but scrambled eggs and Tabasco. Yeah, me and Steve are going to have a great continental breakfast together.
Oh, totally agree. Continental breakfast is two of the greatest words in the English language. It doesn't matter if you're in a Holiday Inn. It doesn't matter if you're in a Motel 2, 4, 5, or 6. If they have a continental breakfast, it just always tastes good. It doesn't matter how sad the styrofoam Fruit Loops are. It doesn't matter how beat up like the waffle iron looks like it's been there since like a 1970s rock tour. Like it's when you sit down and you eat it, you're probably hungover. It tastes so damn good.
This is solid stuff here. This is why we have these shows every once in a while. Lauren Roma says, I like a little spice, but I'm with Jared. I don't seek out spice. Again, I don't even know if we're talking about food anymore. Rad says hot sauce, the culinary equivalent of BDSM. It sounds like what Jared's turning it into.
Like I'm sweating just thinking about hot sauce. Like it's no, you animals.
All right.
But I called because I upset you missed my super show.
I what? Say again? You cut out.
You missed my super chat question from last show. Naughty boy.
I apologize. All right, I'll send you money back. I'll send you money back. Oh, you want to ask the question? You want to ask the question?
I want you and Steve's opinion.
Okay.
What is just historically speaking overall the worst?
The suspense is killing me because he keeps cutting out. Right,
he keeps cutting out. He keeps cutting out. This is your Boston. Is it storming in Boston right now? What's going on? Is someone trying to make a left turn on the freeway like they do?
No, it's just hot as hell.
Okay. Ask it again.
What is the worst division in baseball?
The worst division in baseball right now by record or just by?
Just historically, like you look at that division and just. You know, and I'm going to break Romo and others' hearts right now. And I go with the American League Central.
Yep.
Like, what is the point of the American League Central? I
was going to go right there because you got Kansas City, Minnesota, Detroit, Chicago White Sox. Who else is in it?
It's the flyover division of all sports.
Yes, it totally is. Totally is. Romo's upset, but and look, good teams have come out of there. We had a Royals World Series run in the mid 2010s. It was cute. Detroit every once in a while remembers they got some good players. Chicago, 05, but like every once in a while
Hey,
they
the
put
Pope's a
some
White
long-
Sox fan. They got that going for them.
The Pope's a White Sox fan. The Twins, and I'm a big fan. I do like the Twins. I love watching them in the late 80s, early 90s. But yeah, Jared, I think that's absolutely it. And NL Central, a little different. I think there's a little more potential. There's always more potential in the NL Central.
Definitely. I mean, at least with the NL NL Central, you have some gravitas with the Cubs, even though they didn't win for 100 years. You know, the Cardinals, old school, Pirates, old school. Nobody cares. Yeah, you can. How's that going for you?
Hey, we talk about. Hold on. You're talking about gravitas and the NL Central. The Cincinnati Reds, the Big Red Machine, are one of the historically great known baseball teams. I mean, the hit king, as shitty of a person as he was a Cincinnati Red. Ken Griffey Jr. married an entire generation of young kids to baseball in a way that baseball really needed at the time. I can go on, Ken.
Is Cleveland's in the AL Central, right?
Yes.
Okay. See, and here's the thing: is a lot of times when I think of, and they've had some good teams lately too. And look, one team's got to go in, right? They got to make the playoffs. But when I think, I'm like, oh well, the Twins had a good run for a while. The Royals in the '80s, then the Cleveland and the Detroit. Whenever I think of that, they were in other divisions. They were in the East or the West back in the day. But the moment they split it and the AL Central came into being in existence, it's not been good. Sorry, Romo.
It's just here,
Romo. This will make you feel a little bit better. While the AL Central is a flyover division in baseball, it's not the most boring division in sports. That title goes to the AFC South. The Colts, the Texans, the Jaguars, and the Titans. That is Thursday night football in the middle of October, defined. Like when shitty Thursday night football is in Webster's dictionary, it's just a screenshot of a Jags Titans game. It's like 3-0 in the middle of the third quarter with like Will Levis and God knows Trevor Lawrence. It's bad. Yeah. So there you go. You're not as bad as the AFC South.
I agree with this because AFC South is like, even if you're like excited for football on a Sunday, and you're like, you get up early and you watch and you're eating your food and you're watching football, and suddenly like the late game comes on, like the 1 o'clock for me, 4 o'clock for you, and it is one of a Jags Titans game, and it's the only thing you can watch. You're like, maybe I could just go outside. Maybe football's done for this.
Yeah. Don't need to really sit down for Colts Texans on week 7 on Sunday afternoon. Great nap game though.
Yeah, we've got Romo upset. Laserbolt, he must be out cooking a forest meat. The Tigers have been around since the 1900s. And then Brady says, they're one of the oldest teams in baseball, right? I think the Reds might be the first, considered the first. But then they moved to the AL Central, and then they lost all that prestige. I think that's my point.
It's just the flyover league really defines it. It's just
really does.
Where teams go to die.
Now, I do not know this answer in hockey. What is it in hockey, Jared?
Oh, God, because they've restructured recently. So, it's just, I would honestly, because we only have four. Yeah. We only have 4, 2 apiece now, 2 divisions per conference.
So like an East or West. What were the old conference names? I remember the conference names, but I can't recall them right now.
Oh God, you put me on the spot here.
Yeah, back in the 90s, right? Remember they had like Canadian names. Like they were like different, and then all of a sudden they were like, there's more Americans watching now. Let's make it something else. I don't know, maybe some Pacific Division.
Yes,
Kyle's Norris and Wales. I think it might have been it. Norris Conference and Wales Conference. Yep. That was it. Love that. Laserbolt says my Tigers never get love. Yeah, every once in a while they capture. Jared, great sports talk radio question. You inspired us. Because of that, you're allowed to go stuff one folded waffle into your mouth.
I had some delicious ribs for dinner tonight, but maybe we'll do a waffle for a midnight snack.
There you go. Well earned. Thank you, buddy.
All right. See you Thursday.
See you Thursday for some Game of Thrones. Brady on the line. We'll see if he's got the basketball version of this and all that kind of stuff here. One of the things we did want to talk about before we get to Brady is the false prophet in the White House, Steve, looking for maybe those so-called distractions, though we're going to stay focused on all the things we need to, is calling or threatening. He's threatening because he never calls for things. He threatens it. He is threatening to change back the team names of the Washington football team and the Cleveland Professional Baseball Club. I don't even know where to go with that, Steve.
Yeah, squirrel. That's what this is. Not that we can't walk and chew bubble gum. Well, we can't as a country, but I think some of us can try to. But no, Ken, you're absolutely right. This is our dear leader putting his hands in things that aren't. I was going to make another joke. We shouldn't. Anyway, Ken, I'm local to this story, so this is all over my local news.
Is it? It's big. Okay, yeah.
So this is a big deal around here. So just to be clear, the Washington franchise. Should we just go back to calling them the Washington football team and till further notice? I don't know, but the Commanders have said no comment to this whole thing so far.
Mark Ellis would be. I don't want to speak for him, but he would be on the go back to the Washington football team. He has all. He bought all the shirts and sweatshirts.
Right. Yeah, it wasn't. I mean, I was of the opinion, not that it matters. They should have gone Washington Football Club or Washington FC, something like that, because it kind of would blend with international. Blah 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 blah. I know a lot of football people would hate that, but it just sounds better than team. Team sounds weird, but anyway,
I get you.
Still better than the Commanders or the the historically racial slur they had before. So again, degrees of bad. That's okay. But it's been a whole thing. The Commander said no comment. The mayor of Washington D.C. was asked about this today, and she was asked, "What do you think about the president's remarks? Does this have any effect on the RFK site?" And she said no, just to all of it. She didn't even respond to any of the rest of the questions. She just said no. Next question.
What is the deal with the because RFK hasn't been in use for a while? I remember just a couple of years ago, actually, we visited the Ellis took Christian Ruvacaba and I out to the old stadium. But is there something? Are they getting a new stadium? I'm lost on that.
Yeah, so currently the Washington team currently plays in Landover, Maryland, which is like 30, 40-ish minutes outside of Washington, D.C. in Maryland, out in the middle, kind of nowhere. But I think there's a metro that goes out there. But there is it's at what was FedEx Field. I don't know what it's called anymore because FedEx got, they wanted to jump ship with Dan Snyder, blah, blah, blah. I don't know what the hell they call it anymore. Anyway, but that stadium's about 20-something years old. They are trying to reclaim the RFK site, which is in downtown D.C., just northeast-ish of the Capitol building, right down the, I think, Constitution.
By that armory, right? Yes,
and a great spot for a sports stadium and everything. I mean, our old RFK site's iconic, but it is, like, decrepit at this point. Yeah. The DC United soccer team played there for a little while. I think the Nats even played there before their ballpark was ready, before Nats Park was ready. But anyway, so the idea is to tear down RFK Stadium and build a new stadium in its place. And everyone around here is super jazzed about that because that's the idea. But now Trump wants to dangle the carrot of no deal, no stadium if you don't do what I say.
Don't do what I say and get rid of your woke football name. It's it'd be comical if it wasn't so just consistent and tragic in the face of everything going on in the world. But such a, this is what he does, right? This is his art of the deal. I'm just going to threaten you with things I can't really threaten you with.
The art of the deal of, it's flood the zone. It's just if you can't focus on one thing, if you have to, it's like, imagine a golden retriever, Ken, is in a gymnasium and you throw him a tennis ball. That golden retriever is going to be so focused on that tennis ball. He's going to love that ball. Now take a giant cardboard box and just dump all of the tennis balls into the gym. Now that's what we're dealing with. Now we don't know what to do. The dog's freaking out. He's just going to roll over and have a stroke because his heart exploded because he doesn't know how many tennis balls to get.
A lot of barking. And I got to tell you, I did have, when the false prophet got back in the office and there was absolutely a big, that kind of era's over and all those things we had to stop ourselves from saying, it's back. And you had a lot of those idiots. And I see it in comedy clubs. I see a lot of jokes around like, no, I could say this again. And it's as predictable as it is dumb. But I had in the back of my head, I thought, I wonder if some of these teams are going to be like, oh, good, we can go back. I don't think it will. You and I were talking off air. It is the Washington one in particular was not even complicated or shades of gray, but there were some groups that were like, we were native groups that were like, maybe keep it or keep the logo. The family behind the logo was like a thing of pride for their family. Like there's a lot of that, but there's no reversing it here. It's just one of the anytime like a high school, all these names. I'm good for if Kansas City in football and Atlanta in baseball need to change. I'm good with that too. Let's just start something new, move forward. But of course, this false prophet would try to turn that into something.
No, yeah, again, not surprising at all. You're absolutely right. I think we don't need to get into the discourse on the name that's been litigated a bazillion different times. And I think you're right. I don't think they're going to change it back. While the team has not formally made a comment, Ken, Josh Harris, the majority owner of the Washington Commanders, has said he has no plans of changing the name of the team.
Yeah.
So, and that's since these comments have come out. So, well, that's not an official statement. I take the owner of the team saying that. I mean, more than I took Dan Snyder saying it. So,
yeah, I mean, you're an Eagles fan, so you get to sit back. But like I said, it's in your area, and there you go. All right, we'll get to some sports here in a second because we got some stuff to get to. I got a super chat to get to as well. And then some news. What was that? There was a Delta flight that was cut off by B-52.
Yes.
What is going on in the skies?
Okay. Well, that was my first thought too. Okay, Ken. My first thought was, what the hell is the guy from the real world doing if we can't even navigate Delta and B-52s, right? And by Delta, I don't mean like Delta Force. I mean Delta friggin' Airlines, like your Delta flight out of Chattanooga to Des Moines. So this was apparent, but this was not that, to give them a modicum of credit, if that's how to use that word.
I think so.
This was near an air show. Okay, so this B-52 was performing near an air show. And again, I don't get paid for this job, so I only did a very small bit of reporting on this. But from the research I did, Ken, I read that that this B-52 for whatever reason was at it was a low altitude, it was at an air show. This was somewhat close to a commercial airport. The B-52 for whatever reason turned off its transponder. I'm not going to pretend to know what that means. Laserbolt can tell us what that means, but I think it's the thing that goes beep and tells other planes, "Hey, I'm a plane."
Yeah,
that sounds scientific enough.
Yeah.
And so the pilot had to make what's called an evasive maneuver, Ken, to avoid the B-52. And I just know, Ken, if I was in a Delta flight and my pilot had to make an evasive maneuver to avoid a B-52, I don't care if you're a road warrior, a home player, what kind of player you are, you're completing that game very, very quickly, if you know what I mean. If you're in a Delta and your pilot's making an evasive maneuver to not hit a B-52. And for those at home who don't know what a B-52 is, it's what we would have just used to bomb Iran if we didn't have the stealth things, basically. Right? So they're like the big-ass planes. We've had them for like 60 years with like 8 friggin' engines on them or whatever. Enormous, right? So yeah, that. It's like 3 times the size of whatever Delta was flying. And so, Ken, at the end of this, the pilot went on the air because he had to explain to everyone what the hell just happened, why it all felt like they were on a roller coaster. Yeah. And I encourage everyone to go listen to this audio. It's not hard, just Delta flight B-52, whatever. This pilot sounds pissed. Like he is going to like rip someone a new asshole when it comes to like, whatever rules there are at the FCC or the Air Force or whatever. Like, because he was like, I pretty much just saved all your lives, but I shouldn't have had to, blah, blah, blah. Like he was not happy, Ken.
Wouldn't be either. Here's one of my hot takes. And I'm open to Laserbolt telling me I'm wrong. I don't think air shows should be a thing. I have been to some.
Okay.
As a kid, they were fun because I thought I walked onto G.I. Joe. I was like, where's the Cobra Rattler? Like that's I mean, it's a real thing. It's over there. But the amount of all it takes, and it has happened, as we know, all it takes is one mistake and like 100 people are wiped out. Like this is not the kind of show we need. I don't think circuses and air shows. We don't need them.
This is an interesting take. I haven't heard anti-air show before, but it makes sense because you do hear, I feel like every couple years there's some horrible video you see on YouTube or Twitter or Reddit, whatever, of some horrible accident where some World War II plane collides with another one, or it falls out of the sky because something like whatever, right? Yeah. And not that it, like the crowd is ever, but still, like it's an unnecessary tragedy, obviously. I'm not trying to say we can keep the planes on the runway and just look at them.
Keep them on the runway,
right? Yeah.
An open house. I'd rather have it be an open house,
like a boat show.
like a boat show. You don't see a lot of boat accidents at the boat shows. Like I'm not the Blue Angels spectacular. I think I've seen them. Like I'd have to ask my dad, but he for a long time worked at Vandenberg Air Force Base, so we go out there for some air shows, and they terrified me then. And then you started to see like in Germany, a such and such plane crashed, 150 people dead on like what are we doing here? And then so the fact that you're tying this into an air show, I think that's the solution. Laserbolt can tell me I'm wrong.
Was that
he says Laserbolt has an update. They don't do maneuvers anywhere in the direction of crowds anymore. Okay, that's progress.
Does that make you feel better, Ken?
Slightly.
Okay. I was going to ask if that was your Brokaw, because that was like, it sounded a little Brokaw-ish.
Any kind of news, man. It's a little Charles Hard. Yeah. Ted Michaels when I used to Saturday Night Episode. I love newsmen. I'm obsessed with news anchor culture, man. I love that.
Did you ever watch The Newsroom on HBO?
I didn't watch because I don't think I could afford Newsroom. I couldn't afford HBO back then.
Oh, well, I'm sure it's streaming somewhere. Give it a watch. If you can handle Aaron Sorkin's pretentiousness, it's worth it.
I can't. It's a good topic. We don't need to go into depth here, but down the line, I like some of it. I was a big fan of Studio 60 on the Sunset Strip. Mm-hmm. I loved that show, and it was only a year. I didn't like any and sport. Did you watch Sports Night? I didn't watch Sports Night.
I watched Sports Night. Yep.
Okay.
I like Sorkin. I'm a sucker for a walk and talk.
Walk and talk.
All that. I love
good.
all that shit. West Wing. I
didn't want.
Sorkin is my Dave Matthews Band of TV to me. That's
okay. See, I didn't watch West Wing because at the time I played for the other team. And I felt I don't want to watch that show.
Yeah, those damn liberals all thinking they know about everything and being nice to people, and Bartlett's such a bitch. Oh yeah, I'm sure
Bartlett ain't real. Empathy is, but Bartlett's not real. Yeah, so maybe now that I'm on the other side, maybe I play for the other team, maybe I'll go back and watch West Wing and be like, that's the greatest show ever. But I love that.
Well, no, just like Veep though, Ken, the West Wing doesn't hit as hard post-Trump because the scandals that they talk about in the West Wing, you would literally just like talk about shows that don't hold up well. The West Wing doesn't hold up well in that regard because like Bartlett will like say something mean about a reporter in like the most nonchalant way ever, and they can make it a 2-episode arc about how he's going to lose the presidency because he was a dick about something. Meanwhile, it's just like watching Veep, and like the jokes are like it's like, oh man, it's really not that crazy anymore because of example A.
Yeah. Anyway. Tully Quinn's right here. So many people think the government works like West Wing, and it absolutely does not. Yeah, and I think now it works more like Veep. I think that's maybe the template that we just all of it there. Still, I might do a Veep rewatch soon. That might be in the works. That might be in the works. All right, let's get to some calls here. And I got a super chat. Actually, I don't want to forget the super chat like I did Jared's super chat last week. And then have Jared sit around stirring in his anger for a week. I didn't answer the question about sports divisions. Malcolm asks, thank you, Malcolm, for always coming in with your generous super chat. Hey, Ken, hope all is well. Been thinking about how the Superman movie is having an impact on people. What is some art, film, TV, song, etc. that's had a profound impact on you? And in what way? Taking away some of the big ones, the Star Wars, the Indiana Jones, and the Lord of the Rings, and those kind of things that affected me profoundly. I absolutely think, there's a period of time where in the early 2000s where there were some movies that affected me positively and negatively. And I just talked about one recently on what's that show I do, Steve? A Monday morning show?
Yeah, that sounds right.
Eternal Sunshine of the Spotless Mind formed me in my late 20s into my 30s, and not in the best ways, but I looking back, it wasn't the movie's fault. And I go into more detail in episodes from 2 weeks ago. Please, if you haven't listened, go in and take a dive into it. Video version available for YouTube channel members. That movie, it wasn't just like, I'm kind of a sad sack and this movie's speaking to me, but it's like, oh, okay, that's how I should function. But in terms of like profound changes, songs I could spend all day, and they're all sad bastard songs. It's sad stuff. And some of them later on come to. Well, actually, take it back. Okay, I will go. That's why I love U2 so much, and I know a lot of people will, I'll defend U2. I'll defend them still, but I don't have a lot of fire in my belly over it because it doesn't matter to me anymore. But I still haven't found what I'm looking for is a song. When I was in my early 2000s, and I don't mean to get serious, Malcolm, here, but when I was having a lot of, shall we say, suicidal incidents and tendencies, and lost in the spiritual wilderness, not feeling as though I wanted to or could be part of the churches I was in, but that's how I was raised, and I was in this wilderness. I always talk about the Church of Bono and the Church of U2, and I still haven't found what I'm looking for is a song that kind of kept me alive. So I'd say that's pretty profound. Not to get too serious on a show, which we're talking about one-handed chili dogs while you're driving, but that's what we do here. So there's that. And then I have had, Steve, I want to know, now you're in a happy, wonderful marriage with kids. I want to make sure that's clear. But I had a movie, take it back. I've had 2 movies in the theater. I'm not going to blame the movies, but I've had 2 movies in the theater convince me that maybe the relationship I was in had to go.
Wow.
Have you had that?
No, if anything, I always go back to being in the 7th grade, and this dates me a little bit, and watching, I think it was Fellowship of the Ring.
Okay.
And thinking about how much I was like obsessed with my 7th grade girlfriend. I was like, wow, I appreciate her so much. And then she broke up with me like 2 weeks later, Ken.
Okay.
So yeah.
All right. Mine was the movie Closer. Have you all seen that movie Closer? Natalie Portman, Julia Roberts, Clive Owen, Jude Law, right? And then it's also combined with the Damien Rice song. Oh God, what is that song? God, it so affected me, and then I kind of blocked it out of my mind because the Blower's Daughter.
Kingsport Cow saying he has Closer on DVD is the least surprising thing of the day.
You know what, Kingsport Cow? So do I. So do I. Yes, it is.
That wasn't even my answer. Like I had another answer for like emotional movie, but
okay. Hit me with that while I look up this stuff. Yes.
Yeah. So okay, this is also gonna make me seem like a sap. Garden State, because that was the first movie I went to as like a rom-com on a date kind of a thing as a kid like growing up, and it like. I don't want to say that was like, I feel like, let me go on a 20-second tangent. Empathy for me, Ken, was unlocked at 3 different stages.
Oh,
one of them was seeing Garden State on a date and like just genuinely thinking about someone else before thinking about myself. And then I'm like a teenager, right? Yeah. And then I think the last one was when I was like 25, like out of college in the real world, blah, 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 blah. Like, seeing how money and how shitty stuff impacts people, all this kind of stuff. And that's when it like fully clicked of like, oh shit, I should be a decent person. But
I like that.
Garden State was one of those like moments where, because it was just like, again, it wasn't so much the movie as much as like the moment and like the time of like, formative time of life, everything like that. It was one of those early date night movies, like, I took a girl to and all that kind of stuff and thought to myself, oh wow, I care about this person here that I'm with. For lots of different reasons, not just maybe the reason I brought them to the movie, Ken.
Not just that you want to share a Shin song with them, but more.
All of that was great. No, don't get me wrong. And I was like, the Shins, like that's a little moody for me because I wasn't like and it's like but yeah, but it was good. Natalie Portman helped.
I'm going to tell you something. I am a fan of Garden State. I'm a fan, and I'm a little older than you, obviously, and so it hit me differently. There was a lot of like. Lost dreams, depression stuff going on. I haven't revisited the film in a while, but love the soundtrack. I do think I don't have any hot Zach Braff takes. Sorry, folks. I don't have him negative or positive. I whatever. I've stood around him once. He's a tall lad. God bless him. And he had a moment in the sun with Florence Pugh. I wish we all had that luck. He's so good with music. His soundtracks are so good. And Garden State with friend of the Schmodown, friend of the Schmo's World, Bonnie Somerville, and her song on there, Winding Road, which is a great song. But including Only Living Boy in New York from Simon & Garfunkel. That movie, that scene, I still hear that song. I could be as happy as a jaybird. I hear that song, and some kind of somber introspection comes over me. Just comes out.
And that's, again, to end my tangent, Ken, to go back to harken back to a conversation we've had before. That movie is also one of the reasons why I have a sad relationship with music in general. It's one of the reasons why I just music just makes me sad. I just don't love music because music kind of makes me sad, and that Shin's soundtrack basically is one of those reasons, Ken. So,
okay, I understand.
So,
I don't.
Yeah.
So I understand it. But for me, that's it hurts so good. I want to tie the arm and get the needle in there on a sad song. In fact, sometimes when I'm in the early days of relationships, I don't resent them or the relationship, but I kind of resent I have to give up the sad songs. Like, it kind of drives me crazy.
Oh yeah, no, I'm so just total
depression
total
is a friend.
There.
So closer for me. I was sitting in the theater, and just as everything gets all fucked up in that movie and the relationships and everything, like the situation I was in wasn't like good, and I was like, this is providing me some clarity. And then the song "Blower's Daughter" by Damian Rice from his album is kind of the credits, and also I think the opening sequence. It's a great song, love it. Sad, you'd like it, Steve, or hate it, but it's got this refrain like I can't take my eyes off you, can't take my eyes off you. It's kind of like a love song, but if you listen to it and you got your headphones in or your earpods, it fades out, and the last line is "until I find another." And I remember hearing that song and watching that movie and thinking, this is over, because I need to find another. It's not working. And the other one, Cal mentioned it in chat, but 500 Days of Summer. Wasn't an angry, wasn't a hard thing. I was in a great relationship for 4.5 years, but I think we both knew it but couldn't say it. And there's something when you're a sad bastard Jorah Mormont romantic like me, which by the way is not even romantic. You're just kind of annoying. I saw that movie and the fixation on Summer, the character by Zoe Deschanel. When you get that other perspective drop and you realize you probably can move on, and it's going to be okay for both of you, maybe, was a powerful lesson for me.
So two things I want to just quickly react to on that. I have never looked at Jorah Mormont the same. Now, Ken, I just see you when I see Jorah Mormont. Not because of your life situation, Ken, just because of how you have self-inserted yourself in for Jorah Mormont. So that it's good and annoying, but it's mostly good.
First of all, Steve, this is what I do. So now, and it sometimes annoys people in my life. So now you can't think of a 7-Eleven, you can't think of a Del Taco, you can't think of a squirrel, you can't think of Jorah Mormont without thinking of me. I brand those things.
Right. Well, I'll never, Del Taco for sure, just because I'm not Del Taco adjacent. So anytime, if I ever see a Del Taco, I'll be like, oh, Ken, Del Taco. We used to do a drinking game with that. No, the second thing with that, Ken, was other than Jorah Mormont, damn it, I lost it. I had 2 fingers I was holding up 2 fingers, like, don't forget your second point, Steve. Jorah Mormont. And what were you saying right before that?
I was talking about Del Taco. No, 500 Days of Summer.
Oh, 500 Days of Summer. Yeah, I remember 500 Days of Summer because that was my 500 Days of Summer, Ken, was like, that was in the 500 days before I met my wife.
Oh, really?
And so I actually don't love that movie. You know that I've seen it once or twice. I only sat through that movie twice to spend time with a nice young lady that I wanted to spend time with, Ken, who was my summer that summer. And that's all I remember about that movie.
I've done that. I binged 7 seasons of Gilmore Girls in about 3 weeks, which is nearly impossible, just to try to make myself more attractive to someone who was still a friend of mine, and it didn't work. Great stuff coming in here. Yeah, Tully says 500 Days is such a good movie to fight about. I love that. Chris King, look at Chris here with this sad story. My high school girlfriend broke up with me a couple weeks after seeing 500 Days of Summer. It cuts both ways.
It does. It's like an awakening kind of thing. Like, oh, I can do it. I can move on.
I can do it. And a movie like and another great soundtrack. Love Regina Spektor. Love us using the opening credits. That expectations versus reality scene. One of my favorite sequences in cinema, I will say. And that's a movie that even then I gravitated towards that scene, but the wrong side. I was the kind of again Sir Jorah that gravitated towards the expectations versus learning from what the reality was, even though the character eventually learns that. And that's what's in that movie for me as well.
My plot to that movie, Ken, was doing the science of how bra straps work and when people are going to be home on time and all of that kind of stuff. So that's,
there you go.
That's it for me, Fetch.
I love this by Cameron, who's watching the Toronto Blue Jays tonight. I can't listen to Roll to Me by Della Mitri anymore, a weird one, but I do miss being able to listen to it. I want to know more about this, Cameron. Roll to Me is one of my favorite songs, a radio hit back in the mid-90s. And Delamitri, off their 1995 album, that's one of my favorite bands from that era. I still listen to Delamitri. They got some great songs on the album. I want to know more about that story. You a Delamitri fan? No, you hate music. That's impossible.
I don't hate music, Ken. Music just makes me sad. It's a different thing.
That's
a good question though. Like what kind of what I hate feeling. Now I hate feelings.
You hate feelings. That's what I'm hearing.
No, I don't hate feelings. Music makes me sad. That's the statement. You take that however you want. I have a hard relationship with music because it makes me sad.
Oh, yeah, but I'm not. By the way, I understand this because for the last 8 years, was in a domestic situation where someone else didn't like music either for the exact reasons. Doesn't like the feelings associated with it. So I get it.
That's why I listen to Dave Matthews, because it's mostly about just like doing drugs and hanging out on a lawn.
Also, I'm doing accidentally doing like a Duran Duran song, even though I'm trying to do Dave Matthews Band.
I get it. Yeah, I know what you're doing.
2025 movie rec, The Ballad of Wallace Island. The wordplay of one of the main characters may irk you a bit, but I'm out. But I really believe the hope and music will connect. All right, okay. You know what, Chris? Because I really appreciate your calls, and I love when you call on the show. I respect you. I'm gonna look that up, and give that a shot. Jared Gilbertson here says, didn't one of your friends write an Adele song? No, not one of my friends. One of my favorite songwriters from Semisonic, Dan Wilson of the band Semisonic. Closing Time, a lot of you know him. He wrote Someone Like You and co-produced that song and is living nice off that because he deserves it. LQ says, I used to love Delamitri, which is basically telling me to get out of the 90s. No. Yeah, Tully says, I can't deal with Steve disliking music. He embodies the bassist look. Yeah, you do look like a bass player.
I don't dislike music.
I just don't know how to
makes
process
me
it.
sad.
I understand
two
that.
different things.
I understand that, but what about happy music? Do you have a workout mix, a walk mix? Is there anything that would make you happy in the music world?
I mean, Daft Punk makes me happy. Because
Okay.
that's like the only other band I like. If someone tell me, what are your favorite bands? I'd say Dave Matthews. Like, you have to pick a second band. I would say Daft Punk. And then it just goes into classic rock. Because I do really like, I love classic rock. Like, that was kind of how me and my dad bonded. Like, growing up was classic rock. So, the Stones, Led Zeppelin, Elton John. I love all that. So.
Yeah, we can work with that. We can work with that. Okay.
Yeah. But that music doesn't make me sad. That just makes me think of my pop. Right. So that doesn't like bother me so much.
That's fine. Okay.
But almost all new music makes me feel sad.
Almost new. What? How does that work? If it's a new song? Because I understand if you're like, dude, I cannot listen to Here Comes a Regular by the Replacements. I start thinking about, my time in bars when I was alone. Like, I get that. Yeah. But if I'm like, hey, dude, here's The Last Dinner Party, and you're like, can't do it.
And it's not even I can't do it. It's just, again, it just makes me, it's more of like, okay, pretty much anything after, like, okay, here's my third band that I like, Ken, and this won't be a surprise, is OAR, which is basically just Dave Matthews Light, right? Okay. And so I think their last studio album that I really liked, I mean, Dave Matthews has had some good stuff that came out too, but they had a studio album that came out like the early 2000s. Pretty much anything after that, Ken, was everything just like music made me sad because I associate music charting and like when music is popular and when I hear that music with frameworks of time the same way I do like sports. And my wife gives me shit for all this time because like we'll be like, oh, so and so happened in this year. I'll be like, oh yeah, that's the year the Ravens won the Super Bowl, blah blah blah, this happened. And that's just how I frame of reference time. So that's how I frame a reference time with music sometimes too. So I'll hear a song, I'll be like, oh, that's so and so from 2007 when so and so broke up with me, or that's so and so from 2000 when my folks got divorced, or so and so. You know what I mean? That's when that's what does it.
Look, we're peeling back the layers of the onion here. The Steve Onion is exposed here tonight, and I absolutely love this because for once I don't feel like the weirdo who's like, I can't go if I go to that Del Taco. It's you going, hey, and I get it. I feel you. You're like, that was the song that made me.
Yeah,
I got it.
Yeah. Right. And it's not that I'm going to be like, oh, I can't listen to this. It's just I don't play that voluntarily on my own kind of a thing. You know what I mean? My Spotify playlist, Ken, is very boring. Like I said, Luke Skywalker, vanilla ice cream, and potato chips.
So this is why you've never heard Pop Rocket Radio. I don't remember you from the live shows. This is why you popped up for this stuff. You're like, finally, Ken's doing less music, more talking. I get it.
Well, no, I appreciate the music stuff, but no, this is more the talking is more my lane.
All right. Super chat here from Mumbo Jimbo. Heck, the scandals in House of Cards don't seem bad anymore. Yeah, I did not watch that show, and probably a little weird to watch now. But yeah, reality has surpassed fiction. Let us go ahead and bring in a Brady, who earlier tonight confirmed that the B-52s are also a band. Brady, how you doing?
Hello. Doing good.
What's on your mind tonight, buddy?
Well, I wanted to go back to the food topic.
Please.
And y'all never eat on the hood? Like the hood of the car?
Oh, I was gonna
really
go.
worried
I was
where
gonna.
I was going
gonna go
way other direction there.
I thought
I'm
Cal.
sorry.
I thought Kingsport Cal had called in for a second.
That was the y'all. I'm sorry.
So okay, have I ever had a meal? No, actually, you know what? I'm gonna be honest. Never spend a lot of time on the hood of my car.
Really?
I eat in the car.
It's like a table that comes with your car.
Yeah, but so is your lap. If you're in a parking lot or like Steve's eating tacos in an alley.
But you know.
Why am I eating tacos in an alley?
I don't know. Whatever you said earlier.
I eat my tacos in my car, but like not moving. That's the thing. I don't eat. I'm like fast food. I have to eat in the parking lot. If I'm not in the restaurant, I eat it in the parking lot because fast food sucks after 10 minutes.
I'm with you. I used to go to a Fresh and Easy grocery store here in Burbank, and I'd always get an egg sandwich and eat it in the car before I drove home. It's freeing. I just wouldn't eat it on the hood, Brady. But sell me on the hood.
So the concern about it was like the mess on your lap, right? Especially wearing lighter color clothes, you might get some food stains, and those are tough to clean out.
Sure.
What your hood it is built to take a mess, right? It is constantly taking a mess all the time, and hopefully,
Yes,
we're all sanitary enough to like clean our car regularly.
Maybe.
But you see where I'm going with this, right? You got a plate of food, you got some of those cheap napkins, you just put it on top of your hood.
Sure.
You don't have to worry. A couple of months ago, I went on a taco crawl. We had birria, driving around. You know, birria is like the soup, the consomme.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah.
We spilled some, but it was on my friend's hood. So
just wipe it off.
We just poured some water and wiped it off.
Time out here. You went on a taco crawl. Did you have this one friend slowly following you in a car like a pace car?
No, we drove around.
But a taco crawl is usually a crawl, like a bar crawl is like a walk, right? I mean, I'm open to however you want to do it. But you guys were driving around downtown LA getting tacos?
This was East LA, downtown LA. You had to drive.
I mean, look, you're already dropping your street cred here, so I get it. But like, okay, all right, makes it no. Asked and answered. Every taco crawl I've been on with our pal Dorina, who puts them together, it's always a walking. Here's the 7 in this area. So I love the image of just your friend Pete behind you in his Corolla, just slowly moving up there. You guys good? You guys good? All right, I'll pull over. That's good. Okay.
Yeah.
Steve, what do you feel? Meals on hoods.
I am not eating anything off of the hood of my car that has been sitting in traffic 6 feet behind a 2006 Honda Odyssey for 45 minutes.
Let me put a sandwich there. Yeah. But Brady said, don't worry, you get the napkins from the little taco stand, you put them on the car. But those things are blowing in the wind, Brady.
And then he just said his buddy spills a little something on the hood, and you just scoop it up, and you're like, the hood's clean, it's fine, it's off the hood, we'll eat it anyways. So no, we just directly ate ozone and atmosphere and whatever the hell else comes out of exhaust, and you're just literally eating dinosaur remains, Brady.
Hey, I never said you put it. You don't put the food directly, or like you have a thin piece of napkin. I'm saying like you put like the boxes and stuff. Maybe
Brady,
have
the napkins are 2-ply now. They're not doing as much as they used to.
Yeah, we established this, Brady.
Just grab three extra napkins. No one's stopping you from grabbing extra napkins.
Okay. No, look, this is very dazed and confused of you. Like this is like you and McConaughey and Affleck eating on the hood of your car, hanging around high school parking lots. I don't think it's a bad idea. There's a comfort of being inside the car. But you're also put in a scenario where there's more people around. And I don't want a bunch of people just hanging out in my car having tacos. So maybe you could kind of sell me on that.
Yeah.
Okay.
Or we can all just be like Laser Bolt and build our own table.
Oh, yeah, no. Laser Bolt, Laser Bolt's probably got some kind of contraption that it straps around his neck, but then it folds down like a table. And like he just has it in front of you,
like the hot dog vendors at a baseball game.
Yeah, we should market that. Has anyone done that? Steve, look that up. We could maybe get ourselves a one-man table.
Like an Inspector Gadget type of thing, like it just
Yeah.
flips over your shoulders into a table. I'm pretty sure this exists on like a Zelda character, but hold on, let me look at something.
Okay, I just
Oh wait, Beetle, the seller guy.
Yeah,
who
Brady
sells
knows what I'm
stuff.
talking about. Brady knows. What
Yeah,
I'm talking
Okay.
he
about.
carries a table with
wait.
him and he
Hold
sells
on.
his wares.
JMB says this conversation has taken an odd turn. On that, me inventing a table that you can strap to your
Now-
chest.
An
That's
hour
the
and
thing?
22 minutes in. Now it's
That's
taking
the thing, JMB. Look, you're based in Japan. They probably have this there. It's probably so efficient and light years ahead of anything we got here.
Yeah, the character
Laser
I'm
Ball
talking
says
about,
just get
he's a Japanese character.
Laserbolt says just get a
Feedback.
feedback.
What's a feedback?
Rads wants or a taco tray that attaches to your seatbelt. Maybe that exists already. I don't know. I would do this because I am a messy eater. Food is most likely on my shirt. And I put a lot of things in my lap when I'm out there, like playing Fortnite, and it's messy. It gets that Jersey Mike sub. Half of it was on my shirt last night. So I think if I had like a little table right in front of me, it would do good.
Hey, I have an idea.
Okay.
So you could jerry rig something. Just get a trash bag, right? Cut some holes in it for your head and arms, and just wear it like a poncho. It'll protect all your clothes, and it'll fall.
A meal poncho, a food poncho.
Yeah, food poncho, and it's just
Okay.
for trash bag.
I'm not opposed to this. There might be some versions of that there if you go to like a lobster, shrimp, like a crawfish kind of restaurant. That might be
And
it.
then when you're done with it, you invert it, and it's all good.
Tully has a follow-up question here. Where do you stand on cup holder etiquette? Who gets the front spot? Inside a car, Tully? Or like, because mine's pretty divided. So I don't know. Tully, explain more. I want to answer this question. I like this stuff. Driver's choice, said Jared. I can get behind that. Crafted Jedi says there are little tables that attach to your steering wheel. So we're closer to our dream than we would think there, Brady.
Wouldn't that your steering wheel doesn't that turn though? So it wouldn't be exactly straight.
Maybe it's on a
It's balanced like a
turn. Yeah.
There's a counterweight.
Laserbolt says the front cup holder holds the ashtray. That's true. That's true. There we go. Steve's got it here. That would work for me. That's a portable laptop table.
Yeah,
I
let's
just get that.
efficient. Yeah.
Oh, sign me up. I should add that.
Though.
I should add that to my Amazon wish list.
$63. That's not
But
terrible.
you
It
know-
says 1 star.
1 star.
Yeah, but you know the biggest problem in this picture. Goddamn polo shirt on
The
that
polo.
douchebag.
I know. it.
Goddamn polo
And
shirt on
jeans
there.
too. Polo and
Blue
jeans.
jeans. Oh my god.
Also, polo could
yeah.
be a little bigger, a little tight,
A little bigger.
a little snug.
He's trying to show off his muscles because he's got a laptop table. For those on the audio version, it's just a table that straps to your neck for your laptop. But I think we can adapt this into food. I think we can do this.
I think it was made for food. Like, why would you need your laptop like that?
He's just an effective worker. He's all in on hustle culture.
Yeah.
I'm all in on food culture and eating on the go.
Yeah, screw that. Just eat.
All right, Brady. Before I let you go, what is the worst basketball division to you historically?
Historically, I'm gonna throw an entire conference. I'm gonna throw it under the bus. It's the Eastern Conference.
Okay.
Eastern Conference has historically been very weak. There's only been like 2 or 3 playoff teams in the whole conference. You can have like a less than 500 record and make the playoffs in the Eastern Conference.
How many conferences in the NBA now?
There's 2.
How many? Two conferences with two divisions in each?
They de-emphasize the division. So there's 3 divisions, but each they do it like an open. It's not like baseball where the division matters. It's more of a general seeding. So it's seeding for your entire conference. So your division doesn't really matter besides like the amount of games you play.
Sure. Okay. That completely confused me. All right. But no, I get it. Okay.
You're just saying like this is a Boston thing. No, this is a general thing.
He's just he just wants to talk about the Celtics. 18 banners. 18 banners.
Yeah, and 18 half of those banners came before even Ken was born. So not to dog on you too much, Ken, but like I think the Boston Celtics have won 2 championships in my lifetime.
I'm gonna go even further. 75% before Ken was born.
Yeah. Oh yeah. No. Back when they were like, we're not even sure if by the third quarter the basketball doesn't even bounce anymore. We just have to kind of roll it. But hey, look, a win's a win. Ben Wellington says, yeah, Nathan Fielder uses that laptop thing on his rehearsal show. He does. I got his side topic. I got in as how far did I get in? 4 episodes of the second season of the rehearsal, and I pulled out, Steve. I pulled out.
Hey.
There you go. Giggity. Brady, thanks for calling in, buddy.
Thank you. Oh, wait, can I ask just one more question?
Yeah.
What are your thoughts on sunflower seeds as a car food?
No, horrible. Now, in the shell? In the
Yes,
shell?
in the shell.
No, what do you do? It's not even good. Look, I have them for my squirrels, and I just finished the bag, and I'm not getting any more because it's turned my yard into just a mess beyond the peanut shells. No, even when I played baseball, can't do the seeds.
Not the seeds.
Just spit them in a water bottle.
It is so disgusting. You got this bottle with like soggy, moist sunflower seeds, and you've been like, and you can't spit them out easily. It's just like a dribble.
Oh, yeah.
No,
see,
like that.
yeah. Producer Steve used chewing tobacco as a young one, so that was like an easy exercise for me. So.
I don't know what that explains. Explain something. Explain something.
Well, it's the same muscle kind of like exercise as doing the.
Yeah.
It's like a thing what you do when you wean yourself. Like when I weaned myself off of chewing tobacco, I ate a lot of sunflower seeds because it was like it was just like a tick kind of a thing, right? And so I would do the same thing. I would, instead of spit into a water bottle, I would spit sunflower seeds.
Yeah, I agree. And JMBS, what about my where'd that go? Where'd that comment go? What about my tongue skills with sunflower seeds? It's too much. It's busy work for your mouth.
Oh, it's such a satisfying feeling though when you get your tongue like right split down the middle of like a perfectly split sunflower seed, and your tongue is the one to crack it open. Oh, it's such a good accomplishing feeling.
Wait,
I'll say I do like sucking on sunflowers.
wait.
The salt.
Pause. Wait, can I pause for a second?
No, we're live.
That was wordplay. All right. Wait. You open your sunflower seeds with your tongue? You can do that?
Yeah. Yeah. So yeah.
Brady,
so
I don't know what's on your dating profile, but you can.
Brady,
Wait.
you take it, you put it between your forefront teeth, like top and bottom, right? And you put just enough pressure to kind of open a hole at either end, and then you just aggressively stick your tongue through, and then it explodes open. I tried to. Yeah, I didn't do a good job there, but you know what I'm talking about.
No, you might have just opened up some new levels of sexuality in people.
You might have just affected someone's love life. Ken.
Yeah, people. Some in our audience might just have learned something about themselves.
That still doesn't make any sense because your tongue is pushing out. Wouldn't that push the seed out?
Look, Brady, I'll be honest, I haven't thought this much about it. I just put them in my mouth, I suck the salt off, and then I spit the moist shells out. That's what I do. All right.
Okay, now it's gone to a weird topic.
Oh, now it's weird? Okay,
now
Brady.
it's weird?
Okay.
Now it's weird?
Okay.
Just like the slide.
Okay. Brady, thank you, buddy.
All right, thank you.
All right. And what's great about this, Steve, is we got our final call of the night, and it's Kingsport Cal, and I don't know where he's going to take it. He could be calm, or he could be like, let me tell you about what you're sucking with your mouth. I don't know. I'm so nervous.
Well, I'm sad I missed his couch, or I have a hair flying in my face. That is like really bothering me right now.
It was great. He had Saturday night, it was a nice night out. Not a lot of callers for the hours of call, which is going to happen sometimes, not a problem. So I just let everyone have a nice conversation. Ethan, good call. Jared. Kingsport Cal set up his new TV right here on the show.
It was a new TV.
It was great.
Okay. I don't know why I thought it was a couch. Okay. Yeah. Well, I hope Cal, I hope I can get an update on the TV, but I'm excited to see. I'm always excited to see what Cal has to say. So
yeah. Oh, Jared reminds me he wasn't here. I just imagined Jared here. I just heard him in my mind. He had a gig. All right, let's do it, because after this, I'm going to make myself some orange chicken, broccoli, and rice. It's going to be a swinging fun night around here. But on the show is Kingsport Cal, and he has a picture to share that I can't quite see what it is. But Cal, how you doing, buddy?
Damn it. I was hoping you could see it. I took that picture with my phone. That is my yard art that I made a couple days ago.
All right.
Okay.
I'm looking at it. You're on camera for a second. Don't worry about it. You're on camera for a second. Just keep your pants on.
Yeah, well, I was about to.
What is that?
That is a red pitchfork. Okay.
I
I was messing around in the shed the other day, and I
Okay.
found this pitchfork that apparently, I guess, belonged to my grandfather at some point.
Love it.
And I spray painted it red, like the
Sure.
devil's pitchfork, and I stuck it. Well, as you can see, it's
Yeah.
leaning, but I've got it
It's a
not
big
screwed in.
pitchfork. Yeah.
It is big pitchfork. Almost said
Okay.
something else. But yeah, I put some nails there to keep it in place so the wind doesn't knock it. But anyway,
Okay.
what that is, because people go up that hill. As you can see, there's a road there.
Right.
So
That's a
people
road or a walkway. It's a road. It's a road. Okay.
road, and people can
Okay.
see that pitchfork. Now, this is some art I made whilst drunk, mind you. But anyway, this is my statement to all the people in this red state.
Uh
There's
huh.
a red pitchfork, which is a sign of the devil, leaning against a tree, which is showing that this state has planted the devil
I
in
love
this
this.
state. You see what I'm saying? It's a
I
symbol.
I see what you're
So
saying,
maybe
and I love it.
so maybe when people go up that hill and they see that red pitchfork, maybe, just maybe, they will get the symbolism that I'm trying to convey with that. But I highly doubt it. But
Okay.
that's the point.
So
Anyway,
first of all, no, I love this. I love everything about that. I love the statement you're saying. I love the stand you're taking here. How drunk were you, and like what time of day did you stumble out there with this giant pitchfork, put up and nail it to a tree after you painted it red? What time of day did people see you?
no, people. Actually, I did this. What is today? Monday. I did this early Sunday morning, but Saturday night, and so after the blathering Saturday night, after I set
Yeah.
up my TV,
God bless
and
you.
I did, and I did watch. I didn't watch Bad Girls. I came close. I watched the trailer, and I was like, no.
That's okay.
But I did. I would probably still watch it at some point, just cause you.
Yeah, you might be all right not watching it. Yeah.
No, I kind of do now. I kind of want to see it. But anyway,
Okay.
after
Okay.
that, I turned on my porch light, and I took the box that the TV came in, and I
Okay.
went out on the deck, and I took
Right.
the pitchfork that I got the other night. Because
Sure.
if you
I
recall,
I do.
I said I had to get some paint when I was at Walmart,
Yeah, you did.
right?
Yeah, yeah. You'd
Because
already thought about this.
I found the pitchfork in my shed Friday. Well, I knew it
Okay.
was there, but I forgot about it. So anyway, I took that box and I laid it on the deck. Then I put the pitchfork down, and then I spray
Right.
painted it red and all that stuff. And then I
Yeah.
placed it there Sunday.
Okay.
See, what I'm trying to tell you is this
Okay.
this wasn't conceived while I was drunk.
This
I
is
already
premeditated.
yes,
Premeditated.
this
So when state authorities and or the FBI show up, you're gonna be like, "Nah, I wasn't drunk. I did this. I
yeah,
knew it. I
this
planned this."
this man, Ken, I've been all summer. I've been fixing up my yard, getting tree work done,
Looks
getting
great.
bush
Looks
work
great.
done, all this different stuff. That's just one aspect of it. But so
Okay.
I want some yard art. You know what I mean?
Right.
And that yard art means something to me, and I think it was a cool idea for
I think it's
me, and
great.
only I will know what it means. I
I
mean, y'all know what it means now.
Well, there's a way to figure out how to, to do it, but I also don't want you to get in trouble with the FBI. So, no, I stand by this. I think this is a great act of defiance in your city and in your area. And I hope, has anyone seen it at all? Any reaction? Do you just sit out there in a chair next by or on your hood of your car eating food and waiting for someone to respond?
No, no, I haven't. Today, I did earlier today. I did sit on the other house. I sat up there on the porch because I cleaned that porch off, and I made a good
Okay.
sitting area.
Okay.
I got
All right.
shady coming in the mail. I'm gonna put
All
up. It's
right.
gonna be great. Anyway,
Steve.
but people do go by. What?
Okay. Steve, do you have any follow-up questions for the pitchfork?
Um, questions, concerns. Yeah. So I appreciate the symbolism, Cal. I love what you're going for. I think it's great. I just imagine your Tennessee neighbors are driving past that and thinking like, "My God, the devil lives here," or thinking
Yeah,
to themselves
yeah.
like, "Is
Yeah.
this where the local Satanist club is now meeting up now?" You know, kind of like the way that they do like pineapples and rocks like around the mailbox. This is the pitchforks against the tree, like how all the cultists know, oh, this is the house where the meetings are on Wednesdays.
That's a good point.
I took that into account that people would be like, "Oh, he's a Satan." I took that into account, and I don't give a shit. I don't care. That's even
Good.
better. Maybe they stay
Good.
away from me, so that's even better. But I
Okay.
took that into account as well.
Okay.
Good.
But,
I'm glad we're covering our bases. Good.
We're covering our bases. This is good.
Yeah, I
This
did
is
think
good.
about it.
Okay. I really appreciate. I do appreciate you sharing this. I really appreciate the message behind it, and I think you should add to this. I think you should think of more ways to subtly get the message out there that the area has given themselves over to the devil. I think that's good.
Well,
Any other
there's
ideas?
and then I do have some more ideas for my yard,
Yeah, that's an art exhibit.
but the involve of political statements. But I have some some other
Be
stuff.
careful. I don't want someone to turn you in.
Ken, I'm in the radius I'm in. I'm like the only black dude. They're already suspicious of me.
Right. I know. I don't want you. Don't. All right.
Right.
Don't push it. Don't push it. We need you here.
We need you. Now listen, I do not eat in my car. I never have. I haven't ate in a car since I was a child, and that was in the back seat of a car.
That's a pretty strong statement. Why not? Why not, Cal?
Because food and driving, this is very funny coming from me, a multiple DUI offender. But food and cars do not mix. Food and
That's
cars.
not why
do
you
not
got in
mix.
trouble. But that's not why you got in trouble.
Well, it's a
You should
distraction.
have had some food. You should have been eating a meatball sub to soak it all up.
I can't even answer the phone. I freak out. The phone rings while I'm driving, Ken. That's a distraction. I can't have distraction. Driving is
Okay,
the most dangerous thing you will do in your life.
I agree with you.
Wait a minute. You're going to risk that by trying to eat a goddamn chili dog on the highway? The fuck?
Yeah. No, I agree with you. Look, it might be best that you just take the bus. I'm just saying, pull over, have a sandwich. That's all I'm saying. That's all I'm saying. All right.
No, I don't need to because like Laser Bolt did say, eating should be enjoyed. I can't enjoy eating something that I want to have and I've been longing to have and I can't wait to have. I can't enjoy that while I'm trying to drive on the most dangerous part of my life and savor something at the same time.
Look,
It's like,
I'm concerned. I think it's okay that you don't eat and drive. I'm going to say you are the only one because I'm worried about how distracted you let yourself get. You've got some history of it not going well. So I think it's okay. I'm not going to take this away from you. Steve, we're not going to take this away from him.
I am writing down Cal as a no for the Oysters Rockefeller in the car. Noted. Thank you, Cal.
You talk about food being, a joyful experience. I do agree with that. There's something freeing about eating the food in the car for me that brings a level of joy for specific food items. Like, yes, if I want to get like a wedge salad, garlic cheese toast, and a pork chop, I'm going to sit down, maybe the hood of my car, but I'm going to sit down. I'm going to enjoy it that way. But an egg sandwich, maybe a hamburger, some fries. Oh, in a car, it feels so good. I feel
If
like
a
I'm
cop pulls you over and you're eating a wedge salad, you should get a reckless driving ticket.
I think
you've got hate for wedge salads.
Maybe I don't think so. I thought you could get pulled. I know you can get pulled over for being on your phone. You should be able to get pulled over for.
I got to tell you something. If I'm a traffic cop on a bike, motorbike, or a bike, and I look over and someone is in Evans there stuffing a chili cheese dog in his face and the car's moving, I might pull him over. I do think that's
Have you ever gotten a
distracting.
ticket from a cop on a bicycle? God, that would be so embarrassing. Can you imagine getting a ticket from a cop on a bicycle? God,
Yeah,
that'd be
but
awful.
okay. But here's the thing. In LA, I don't know the other. No, the cops on bicycles are all special, like a special task force. They are usually the baddest of the baddest. I would not want to fuck with them. I used to work with a group of them, and I'd be like, yes sir. The bike thing, they're tough.
Don't get me wrong. I'm not trying to belittle anyone's profession. It's not so much the cop, Ken. It's so much of just the cop having to like put his little kickstand down as he is like walking to the car to give you a ticket. Totally. It's not the same as putting the kickstand down on a motorcycle. The only thing that would be better is getting a ticket from a cop on a horse. I want to get pulled over by a cop on a horse who has to like wave you off somehow, and then he has to like tie his horse to like a light pole while he's writing you a ticket. Like,
Steve,
yeah.
Steve.
Calvin, how many tickets have you got from horse cops?
No. Here in Tennessee, horse cops have chased drunk people on lawnmowers. Okay, I'm just telling you. That is real.
I don't doubt it.
I've heard kids talk about bike cops before, and yes, I mean they have to be more aggressive. Because they're on bicycles. You know what I mean? They have
They're
to
constant.
be.
Yeah.
They're higher elevated.
Yeah. No, it's funny. All right, we're almost out of here, and Cal, I'm warning you. Okay.
Love, but I have too much to do.
Okay, I'm warning you.
Hey, George.
It's Ringo. Final points. Final points of the evening from you. Where do you go with wings? What do you do with your tongue when you're eating wings? Any thoughts on that?
No real thoughts on that.
What an anticlimactic finish to the show from you, Kyle.
No, I got one more thing. The bone in, of course. Always hot sauce, Texas Pete, Louisiana. You know, those are my staples. I don't know about Steve with his butter thing. I guess that's the thing. I think I might have heard that back in my culinary days.
Okay. Yeah, he did.
But in honor of Addie, since she's not here, I did not watch Doc. I did watch a biopic on Tubi for free called "Girl, You Know It's True." What do you think that's about?
Is it a story about the New Kids on the Block?
Milli Vanilli.
Oh yeah, Milli Vanilli. Okay, yeah, you're right.
It's a great. Yeah, no, it's not a doc. It's a biopic.
Okay, Cal. Okay.
It's a biopic. Okay. It's good, man. It was made in 2024.
I trust you. Okay. Good. All right. You're done.
No. Give me one last thing because I never did. I never did.
You with peace and love, but I have too much to do.
All right, Ringo. I guess I got it right this time. I'm not a Beatles fan. Listen. I have one question, and then I'll leave you alone. If you hadn't been born in California, where you're at, and all that stuff, do you think if you would have been born somewhere else, do you think you would have gotten into radio?
Yeah. I wasn't, I wasn't raised in Hollywood or something like that where that pulled me in. I was just, listen to radio, Dr. Demento and Jim Zippo in the morning and all these kind of people, and kind of got pulled in by it, both the music and just the medium, and as a baseball fan. So that's actually where I probably wanted to go first. I want to go to Syracuse and be a baseball announcer. So I think I would have. I think I would have been pulled in no matter where I was.
Well, I just wasn't sure if it was a local radio station in California that got you interested in, like, hey, I could do that. You know what I mean? I didn't know if it was that.
Pure Gold 104. Pure Gold 104.
Do you think you would have found that Pure Gold 101?
Yeah, you could have found it anyway. Yeah, whatever the radio, it would have been my local, whatever the local was. And Pure Gold 104 wasn't even local. Jim Zippo was syndicated, but that was the local station that heard it on. So yeah, whatever the local was, whatever the team was, whatever the sports team, whatever the radio station was, I absolutely would have found it. Because before I even knew what all that was, my dad and I would record things on the reel-to-reel, so I'd have the mic. I played some of that here. That's on the Patreon page. I played audio of me at 3 and my dad improvising a story with me. And then I used to I had a Fisher Price like tape recorder with a record button, and I would interview my sister, and I'd host shows before I even knew what any of that was.
Well, Ken, I will take that answer. And also, I want to tell you that I advise you to get a roommate at some point, but you got to do a very well vetted process.
Yeah, it's not like homelessness is November. We're gonna be homeless in November. I still think that's a better option than a roommate. So I still think it's a better option than a roommate. All right, Cal. Ringo's not gonna warn you again. We're out of here, but I appreciate your call, buddy.
All right, man. I'll see you.
All right. We got a couple super chats. Then we're gonna get on out of here, Steve. Any thoughts on that call?
I'm gonna let that one sit. I had thoughts. We don't have We don't have time, but it's okay.
Ken Plume wants me to get another pickle taco. I'm gonna go hit the gym. I'm hitting the gym, and then I'm gonna make that orange chicken, broccoli, and rice. Maybe it does take a little long. That's my problem with cooking, Steve. When I get hungry, I want to eat right then and there. So we'll see. But no pickle taco tonight. I'm gonna do it again.
Taco tonight. That's okay. The pickle taco will return.
Jared has this one here. What 3 flavors / scoops are you getting in your sundae? It's all the mood. If I'm getting a sundae, I don't do chocolate, vanilla chocolate, or anything like that, or chocolate Neapolitan, chocolate vanilla strawberry. If I'm gonna get a sundae, it's probably just vanilla, and it's what goes on the sundae, and I want that nice, simple, non-distracting base. But sometimes maybe it's a collection of fruity flavors, like a strawberry cheesecake, a cherry cordial, or something like that. And I try most of the time. I really don't get chocolate ice creams. You?
Give me the Neapolitan. If we're doing 3 scoops and we need to be a little different here, give me that chocolate, give me that vanilla, give me the strawberry. But I like a good, for me, Ken, the ice cream is always good. I need a little warm something. So
Okay.
the best way to have ice cream is like a little warm chocolate brownie, something like that. So you get the warm and the cold together. Especially if that brownie has a walnut in it. Heaven.
Oh, let's get that walnut out of there. But otherwise, I'm
no.
on board to the nuts.
No.
I'm on board to the nuts.
Disappointing.
Yeah. Okay. Happy birthday to Sean's big brother, Timmy. Enjoy your birthday, Timmy. There you go. We're out of here. I think we did it, Steve. I think we did it.
We sure did. Thanks as always,
episode.
Ken.
Thank you as always. Blathering Backstage is the place for you to also sub out there, get some clips. Also, Steve has his streams. Though life has, life is, I don't know, it's just hit you in the face. So
Yeah, that's one way to put it. Life has been lived the last few weeks, but we're gonna get streaming soon. So I promise, hang out there, check us out on Discord and Blue Sky and everything, and you will see.
Get into that Discord by supporting at patreon.com/catnapsuck. Any level will get you in there. Also on there, Pop Rockin' Radio, some stand-up stuff. I might just, I still want to do the Young Guns 2 watch along. Maybe I'll just do a Bad Girls watch along. If I can get that file digitally, maybe I'll just do that.
This Young Guns 2 watch along is going to be you with like Kimmel and Damon. Like you just haven't.
Kinda. I forget that I did. I in my head, I thought I actually already did it, and I haven't.
Yeah.
I haven't. It'll get there. All right, everybody. We'll see you Thursday. Big show then. Don't forget to follow on all the places, like the clips that are going out, the Blathering mini-sodes. It's all there. See you next time. Bye.